Okay, interrupting this again because this was part of the last time I did a lens and we did them all together and I didn't get any audio, it broke down and failed. Should have checked it afterwards but didn't. Schoolboy error, but hey ho. This video is all about this lens. This, get that out of my face, this is Z50 MC. It's the macro lens and you know what? Spoiler, I love this lens. I really, really love this lens. Why is it so good? So I wanted to get a macro lens. I've got macro lenses on the F, perfectly fine. This is a 50, which is obviously a 75mm on the crop sensor of the ZFC or Z50, which is quite nice actually. That works really, really well. It works to my advantage. I like the extra focal length onto that. This, although it's 2.8, when you get close and zoom in, it's actually going to go up to 3 point something because it has to compensate. There's loads of technical details onto that. I'm not getting into that. It's way above my intellect. I just know that that's what it does and that's okay with me. But I love this lens and I've got it so I could do macro, so I could do something different. I like it for all sorts of stuff, to be honest, since then. Having the 75 is quite nice. It's also nice with portraits, but especially so for this macro. The way that extends out is so much easier, and it's got the guide on it now as well, so that you can see whether you're on 1:1 scale or 2:1, etc. Really nice. Have a look at some of the images that I've taken with it. This is not going to be your technical review. There's some more details after you see the images about what I found out when I went through this. But this is just a real world photographer telling you what this lens is like and was it worth the investment, because it is expensive. It was an expensive lens. I'm not going to lie, it did hurt a bit buying this, but I think it was worth it. And I think it was worth it because I'm really starting to enjoy macro photography. And if that's something that you are into, then yes, get it. If it's not something you're into and you don't think you want to try it, stay away from it. There's no point spending that much money on a 50mm lens. It's not going to do you any good in reality. But if you want to do macro stuff, just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. As always, it's great with video as well. I think you'll be surprised with this. Yes, you can get some other makes that are going to do, not going to do, but are going to be cheaper. I don't know if the quality's there. I haven't gone down that route at this point. I had the option of buying this, so I bought it. Does it come everywhere with me? Yes, it does at the moment, because I'm into macro photography, so I want to use it when I go out. The effects on it are beautiful, and it gives me something to aim for when I do photography. It's one of those things that going and switching to macro photography means that I can get rewarded by creating probably 15-20 images that I absolutely love in a short space of time. When I do landscapes or anything else, I might get 1 or 2 in a weekend that I really, really love. So the difference is that it gives me higher rewards. So from that point of view, that is why I'm saying it was worth the price. Because the reward value, the feel-good value I get out of this lens is amazing. Now, I'm not going to use it for street photography or anything else. It has its uses. Have a look at it. Will I use it for work? Yes, doing product photography, I will, because can't beat it from that. Focus stacking on it is amazing as well. it just, focus stacking on the new Z range is just brilliant. It works fantastically. So I'd highly recommend that if you're going to do stuff with this, play about with the focus stacking. I'll do another video at some point on focus stacking because I really do think it's worth looking at. It's so easy to do now. Things have improved so much. But yeah, let's go and have a look at some images and see what we think. These are the calibration charts. You can look for yourself on here. We've got every f-stop all the way through, but they're available on the website so you can download them for yourself. Okay, so I finished testing this 50mm. Obviously I did it on an APS-C sensor. It's entirely up to you. I can do another test if people want to see this on a full frame, but as I was going to be using it on the Z50 and the ZFC, I didn't see the point for that for me. Although we got full frame in the studio, I'm not using this in the studio. I'm using this for myself. So that's why it's tested onto that. Now, looking at this, it does have a lens profile in Lightroom. That was not enabled on the test card pictures, which are available on my blog, so you can download them for yourself and look at all those and see the results for yourself. Chromatic abrasion, everything else wasn't ticked, it's just left as is. The only thing that was set was the color profile, camera profile, and that was set to standard, camera standard, just like what's in the camera body, and that's just for the color, etc. So it doesn't alter anything else into that. There was no real chromatic abrasion onto this either. So for me, the two f-stops that work really well, and I'm talking about the edges here, all of them were great for the center. That's fantastic. If your subject is bang in the center, it's not an issue. But if you need the whole frame, for me, f4 or 5, I'd probably say 5 was slightly better in terms of sharpness and clarity around the edges. But I can't complain. It was pretty good all the way through, and most of the time you're not going to notice it because you're not really worried about that detail on the edge there. We're not doing landscapes with this. Normally our subjects are going to be bang in the center and the outsides are going to be out of focus and everything else. We're not generally taking those sort of shots with this, in all fairness. Have a look for yourself, have a look on the chart. Using the camera profile does correct the distortion in this. There is a slight bit of distortion that you can see into there, but it's corrected very easily with the profile setting. So no real biggie. Good that there is one out there already as well. Yeah, so if there's a lens that you want to see tested and you want to see some results and pictures and stuff from that as well, which I hope you like the pictures that you saw with this, I think it's pretty fantastic. Drop a comment down below, appreciate a like, subscribe for any future bits, and look forward to seeing you soon.